The Eiffel Tower, that iconic symbol of Paris, has a secret. It's a shapeshifter. Okay, not really, but it does grow taller in the summer. How much taller? Up to 15 centimeters. That's almost 6 inches. Imagine wearing a new pair of shoes every summer just because the weather's warm. This curious phenomenon isn't magic. It's science, specifically thermal expansion. Thermal expansion is a fancy way of saying things get bigger when they heat up. Think about a balloon. When you fill a balloon with air and leave it out in the sun, something fascinating happens. The heat from the sun causes the air inside the balloon to warm up. As the temperature rises, the air molecules inside the balloon start to move faster and faster. Fill it with air, then leave it out in the sun. What happens? It expands. This is because the air inside the balloon is getting warmer, and as it does, the molecules need more space to move around. They push against the walls of the balloon, causing it to expand. This is a simple yet powerful demonstration of thermal expansion. The air inside gets warmer, its molecules move faster, and they need more space to boogie down. Imagine each molecule as a tiny dancer at a party. When the music gets faster, they need more room to dance. The same thing happens inside the balloon. The molecules are like those dancers, needing more space as they get more energetic. The same principle applies to solids, like the iron lattice of the Eiffel Tower. During the summer, the iron heats up and expands. This is why engineers have to account for thermal expansion when designing large structures. If they didn't, the expanding materials could cause serious structural issues. So next time you see a balloon expanding in the sun or feel the heat of a summer day, remember the science of thermal expansion. It's all around us, making things grow and change in fascinating ways. Everything around us, from the air we breathe to the chairs we sit on, is made up of tiny particles called molecules. These molecules are constantly in motion, vibrating and jiggling about. When we heat something, we're giving those molecules more energy. They vibrate faster and move further apart, causing the material to expand. The Eiffel Tower is made of iron, a metal that expands quite a bit when heated. During a Parisian summer, the sun can heat the tower's iron structure, causing it to expand. This expansion is most noticeable in the tower's height, which can increase by up to 15 centimeters. As the sun sets and temperatures cool, the tower contracts, shrinking back to its original size. Section 5. Bridging the gap, how thermal expansion affects bridges. Bridges are marvels of engineering, connecting places and people, spanning vast distances over water, valleys, and other obstacles. But have you ever wondered how they cope with the changing temperatures throughout the year? It's not just the Eiffel Tower that experiences thermal expansion. This phenomenon affects many structures, including bridges, which are constantly exposed to the elements. Bridges, especially those made of metal, are also affected. Metal expands when heated and contracts when cooled, a process that can cause significant changes in the structure over time. Imagine a long suspension bridge on a hot day. The sun beats down, heating the metal components of the bridge. As the temperature rises, the metal expands, causing the bridge to lengthen and its roadway to sag slightly. The metal expands, causing the bridge's roadway to sag slightly. This sagging might not be noticeable to the naked eye, but it can have significant implications for the bridge's structural integrity and the safety of those who use it. To account for this, engineers incorporate expansion joints into the bridge's design. These joints are crucial components that allow the bridge to expand and contract with temperature changes without causing damage. These joints allow the bridge to expand and contract without putting stress on the overall structure. They act as flexible connectors, absorbing the movement and preventing cracks or other forms of damage. Without these joints, the constant expansion and contraction could lead to serious structural issues over time. Engineers must carefully calculate the placement and size of these expansion joints to ensure they function correctly. They consider factors such as the type of materials used, the length of the bridge, and the range of temperatures the bridge will be exposed to throughout the year. Temperature changes can be quite drastic, especially in regions with extreme weather conditions. In some places, the temperature can vary by as much as 50 degrees Celsius between summer and winter. This means the bridge must be able to handle significant expansion and contraction cycles. In winter, the opposite happens. The metal contracts as temperatures drop, which can cause the bridge to shorten slightly. This contraction can also put stress on the structure if not properly managed. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure the expansion joints remain in good working condition. Engineers and maintenance crews inspect these joints regularly, looking for signs of wear and tear and making necessary repairs to keep the bridge safe and functional. So the next time you drive over a bridge, take a moment to appreciate the incredible engineering that goes into making it safe and reliable. From the careful design of expansion joints to the ongoing maintenance, every aspect is meticulously planned to ensure the bridge can withstand the test of time and the changing seasons. Section 6, on the right track, thermal expansion and railway tracks. Railway tracks are another example of where thermal expansion is a crucial consideration. The metal rails that make up the tracks are subject to changes in temperature which can cause them to expand and contract. This phenomenon is particularly noticeable during the hot summer months when temperatures can soar, causing the metal to expand significantly. Metal rails expand in the heat, and this expansion can lead to serious issues if not properly managed. When the temperature rises, the metal rails can lengthen, and if there isn't enough space for them to expand, they can exert tremendous pressure on the track structure. If they don't have room to grow, they can buckle under the pressure. Buckling occurs when the rails push against each other with such force that they bend or twist out of shape. This can lead to dangerous conditions for trains, potentially causing derailments and other accidents. To prevent this, small gaps are left between sections of rail. These gaps are carefully calculated to ensure that there is enough space for the rails to expand without causing damage. The size of the gaps can vary depending on the expected temperature range and the type of metal used in the rails. These gaps, often filled with a flexible material, allow the rails to expand and contract without distorting the track. The flexible material acts as a cushion, absorbing the stress caused by the expansion and contraction of the metal. This helps to maintain the integrity of the track and ensures that trains can run smoothly and safely, even in extreme temperatures. By understanding and managing thermal expansion, engineers can design railway tracks that are both durable and reliable, providing a safe and efficient means of transportation. Section 7, beyond the Eiffel Tower, thermal expansion in everyday life. Thermal expansion isn't just a phenomenon for engineers to worry about, it's all around us. Ever wonder why sidewalks have those little gaps? It's to prevent cracking from thermal expansion. Or why you shouldn't put a glass jar full of hot liquid straight into the fridge. Rapid contraction can cause the glass to shatter. Section 8, the importance of understanding thermal expansion. Understanding thermal expansion is crucial in many fields, from engineering and construction to materials science and everyday life. By accounting for how materials expand and contract with temperature changes, we can design safer, more durable structures and avoid potentially dangerous situations. Section 9. Engineering marvels designing for expansion and contraction. Engineers take thermal expansion into account when designing everything from bridges and buildings to airplanes and spacecraft. They use special materials, expansion joints, and other design features to ensure that structures can withstand the stresses and strains caused by temperature changes. Section 10. Thermal expansion, a force to be reckoned with. Thermal expansion is a powerful force, capable of causing significant damage if not properly accounted for. From buckling railway tracks to exploding glass jars, the effects of thermal expansion can be dramatic. Section 11, conclusion, appreciating the invisible forces shaping our world. The Eiffel Tower's summer growth spurt is a fascinating example of how seemingly invisible forces like thermal expansion can have a profound impact on the world around us. By understanding these forces, we can appreciate the ingenuity of human engineering and marvel at the intricate workings of our universe.